speaking of, that was a bit good, wasn't it?
It was only a bloody bit good, wasn't it?
It was. I really enjoyed it.
I cried.
Did you?
I sat and cried. After the second episode, I was like, this is it. this is all I wanted.
This is it.
This is it. This is all I wanted, and I just cried my eyes out.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that it was kind of what I expected, but I was trepidatious because the last couple of seasons of Who haven't been what I expected.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
for like better or worse. So yeah, I didn't really know what I was getting into when I started this.
I mean, I thought it was going to be good. I didn't know it was going to be that. Like, I wasn't like, I kind of got like, okay, we're thinking like Dark Moffat vibes, Children of Earth, Torchwood, tone, more on the adult side. We're at 8:30, so, you know, it's not family broadcast time. So I was like, okay, we're going to go a bit darker with it. And then watched that and was like, this is cinema.
So speaking of the broadcast time of it, because it was, so 9 o'clock's obviously Watershed.
Yeah.
So obviously it going out at 8:30, I was like, oh, okay, so maybe it's just like, it's more grown up, but it's not like adult.
Yeah.
And then I really enjoyed in the second episode, there was a point where Kate says that she's in the mood for a bollocking.
Yeah. And you're like, it's 9 o'clock time. I was like, the delivery is perfect.
Bloody 9:15 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So overall, what did you think? What did you make of it?
Overall, I genuinely really loved it. I thought that it was really clever to use the Homo Aqua as just a vessel to deliver whatever they wanted to say. They had something to say and they were unapologetic about it. They were honest about it. They were bold about it. I really, really enjoyed it.
I mean, we spoke briefly last night after it. So for context, we're recording on Monday. We spoke briefly last night and we both said, wow.
Yeah.
That was pretty solid, man. That was pretty good.
I think it was really well written as well. I know there were a few stodgy lines where it was a bit like, that doesn't feel necessarily like a human would say it. But I thought for the most part it was really well written and really well delivered.
I think that's probably my biggest criticism to start with this, and then we'll throw a load of praise on it. There were some clunky bits of dialogue, I thought.
Yeah. It was mostly in the first episode, though. I thought the second episode felt a lot better than the first.
Yeah, and I think, obviously, in the first episode, you're setting up a lot of...
But it's just pure setup, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting your pieces on the board kind of thing. But then, that said, there were a few things in there that felt really like just nice little character beats.
Well, just any sort of character was nice from what we got from Doctor Who.
Yes.
Seeing Barclay's family and their family dynamic, I really enjoyed it, and they really sold me on it. I believed that they were a family unit.
Yeah, that was really nice, and I like even just the little beats in there, like his ex-wife
when he was talking about the party.
Like the bit with the party, and he's like,
of course
of course he would be there. Yeah.
And he's like, are you jealous? When he was like, well, she's beautiful. And she's like, I'll order the fish.
There's some nice beats in there.
Yeah.
And I think the star of the show here is Russell Tovey.
Yeah, 100%.
But obviously he's the lead. He's just a delight, isn't he?
He's really good.
Anything I see him in,
you're like, oh yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he's got such a likability and just this really nice sort of everyman charm about him. But I also believe that he's the kind of person that would go, actually no, like.
Yeah, we do see that, don't we? When it's like, yeah, actually, I'm not going to read the screen. I'm going to take my earpiece out and I'm going to say what I want to say.
Yeah, and I believe that, I think in another actor's hands,
it could have been overplayed.
Yeah, like one way or the other.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I'm not this dorky nobody. I can talk on behalf of the planet. And
it's my turn to talk.
Yeah. Whereas he plays it as a kind of, I do just want to help.
Yeah.
You know, I want to do the right thing. I want to help.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in over my head, but you know what? Actually, maybe I can talk for my race more so than all these blokes in suits behind me. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was really nice. So yeah, we start with some Spanish fishermen.
Yeah.
Bringing up a little
their catch.
Yeah, catch of the day, mate.
Let's talk about that. What was your first thoughts on seeing the sea devil caught in the net?
As in, what did I think of the design?
Yeah, what did you think of the design? Yeah. What did you think seeing the Homo aqua for the first time?
Yeah, I really like the design. I quite like in this that they've, you know, as we kind of thought they were maybe doing, there's different sort of subspecies.
Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up. Let's discuss it.
I feel like you have something to say here, so I'm just gonna let you go off.
No. I've been itching to talk about the 3 different Homo aqua species because I got a jump scare when the second little guy came out, and it was just a CGI big fish,
little bulldog,
but more big fish. Yeah,
angler fish. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it. See, the CGI is what took me out a lot. I had to get used to it. I got used to it coming into the second episode, but the first episode, all of the use of CGI really took me out of it a little bit, and I had to adjust myself. But in the first episode, I think because I've been watching so much Classic Who, which isn't CGI and it's just models and physical sets and stuff, it's really a weird adjustment. Because all I've been watching is Classic Who. I haven't been watching any New Who.
And you're like right at the start of Classic Who as well.
Yeah, like season 2. So
you're jumping 60 years in between.
So it's really, really hard to adjust to New Who now because I'm just like in Classic Who so much. So that took an adjustment throughout the whole of the first episode. And I didn't really like the overusage of it. Like, I understand that they needed to use it for, like, the tunnel and the sea devil coral rising from the water. But, like, seeing the second fish being, like, pure CGI fish in my face, I was like, geez, wasn't expecting that at all. But I wish they had made a puppet or something and then just kind of, you know.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I do always prefer sort of practical
stuff. I
want
want some more physical and practical stuff in it. I need to be the one to move over to the new way of doing things, because I will always be the physical, practical prop girl than CGIing.
But then that said, I think in the case of like the big sort of coral rising out of the sea and parts of the plastic apocalypse.
I love the plastic apocalypse.
Towards the end of episode 2, the creatures themselves, that stuff I don't really mind. It was like certain elements that took me out, like the plastic bag.
Yeah, what was that all about? Yeah, sort of, that drifted.
Which is obviously meant to be like the first sort of sign of the
But just get a plastic bag and drop it off the roof.
Yeah, but I guess that's...
You can't really control it. That's what fishing wire's for. They used to do it. It's been done. You didn't have to CGI a plastic bag. And a really poor plastic bag as well. It had no dimension to it.
I think that's what it is. I get that it's a difficult shot to pull off. And it's a cool shot sort of in concept. But I don't know. I think maybe it did look a little bit janky. It kind of took me out. I went, that's an obviously CGI plastic bag.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it so much at the points where it's obviously got to be CGI.
No, I understand when it has to be CGI. I just prefer it not to be.
I thought that stuff looked quite good, to be fair. Like all of the coral.
Yeah, it looks good, but I would prefer as minimal CGI as possible. Yeah, it's just a preference.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the direction and the kind of the visuals of this generally.
Yeah.
I thought it looks
great.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
It looks great.
It looks high budget.
Yeah.
You know, I think that maybe the air quotes cheapest elements of it are those bits of CGI that look don't look quite fully integrated and polished.
And like the big Titanic.
Yeah, but even that I didn't mind because like for that gag I quite liked it.
No, but I liked texture and it was really smooth and fake.
Yeah,
like,
but
you miss out on all of those good bits that really build world build, you know?
Yeah, but you can imagine how expensive it is to do that for like such a small shot.
Yeah, 100%.
And also the alternative is like, what, actually putting a model of the Titanic in the middle of
yeah, but
New
you can
York?
make that look good.
How?
Oh no, not a giant
How?
one. No, but you can make a miniature model and still make that look effective.
You really have been watching a lot of classic TV, haven't you?
Well, you know what? Back in the 1960s,
Back in 1963.
I'll have you know, if you watch Planet of Giants.
But yeah, like I think it just looks good. It looks
really good.
It's got money in it.
Yeah, and you can even just when they have their first encounter with the Homer Aqua. And it's in the sea.
The ocean.
In the
ocean.
Yeah.
That looks so good.
And how that's lit as well. I was like, oh my God, let's go. I was like, yeah, this is great. I wish, the only comment I have about that scene is, I wish the other Sea Devils didn't just pop up.
Yeah.
You know, like in classic Doctor Who and the Sea Devils, when they kind of just emerge and they're just like these little group of Sea Devils. I don't necessarily mean like that, but not just like a pop-up, like...
Yeah, because it does look a little bit like they're kind of just below the surface.
Yeah.
Like they've just got their head under and they're waiting for their cue. And they're like,
oh, I'm here.
Brian, when do we... Is he going to give us the key? Is he going to give us the signal? Now. Okay.
Okay. And then it's like first set. Okay, you ready? And 5, 6, 7, group 1. Group 2. Group 3. Group 4. All together in sync. Agreed. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's not a dance
the angel
show.
put the Sea Devil in me.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it feels really atmospheric.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it does.
There's some really stark bits of imagery in there. Like in that first episode, just the Sea Devil strung up.
Oh, didn't that look gorgeous? Like, it was horrible and it was
horrific. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was shot beautifully, and how it was lit. I thought that was really, really good.
I also quite liked same episode, the Earth swallowing those 2 unit soldiers.
Yeah.
Because that's a really cool little sequence.
Yeah.
And again, there were a couple of bits where I was like, oh, I can see the CG.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter.
No,
because
I really
was
enjoyed
invested
that scene.
in that.
Yeah. The only thing I didn't buy is afterwards, where the crackle effect in the mud was.
Like the physical effect.
It wouldn't... Yeah, because it wouldn't just be in the centre of the room. It doesn't make sense for that to be where the moistures made it crack. Like, and the other bits were smooth. Like, it needed to be a bit more of a vast space.
The bit that got me with that scene was when he's obviously talking to them on the radio.
And you only can just hear it, but he was, like, standing above that spot anyway, like, the whole time.
Well, for the first couple of times, you don't really hear anything.
You don't hear anything until you get right down.
And then all of a sudden,
you can
really loud. Hear the exact words, like, echoing back, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was like, maybe we could have done...
Maybe we could have workshopped that.
Let's you know.
Okay, good idea.
But again,
nitpicks. Really nitpicks, yeah.
But there's loads of other cool shots in here that aren't, like, big sort of spectacle. Like, I really liked when Salt first says that she wants Barclay as ambassador.
Yeah.
That big tracking shot going straight into Russell Tovey. That was gorgeous.
Yeah.
And also just some little flourishes, like, so in that scene when they get pulled under the earth and it cuts back to them in the base camp and you're with Barclay, and then the soldier behind him who's, I don't know her name.
When they're sat
I thought
on the
she was
cliff
really good, actually.
She's really good. I want to see more of her.
Yeah, she's got a quality about her.
Do you want to know what? Just really quickly, actors-wise, casting spot on.
Yeah.
The people working in unit or that little base, the little team that Shirley's got, shit hot.
Yeah, I really like them.
Really, really
like them. Did you notice
like
that the guy in the wheelchair is from Sex Education?
No. Who is he?
He's he lives on the caravan site where Maeve lives, and has a thing with her, and then gets with Amy.
No way!
Later on.
Because I only watched the first 1 or 2 series, I think.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. I looked at him and I was like, I recognise you. Do you know who I do recognise? You know the unit soldier who Buckley's like, I'm only grade 10, and is like, I didn't show you this. I've seen him as a youngster somewhere in something.
As a youngster? All right, Grandma.
What?
I saw him when we were a young whippersnapper.
Hold on, let me have a googs.
Give it a googs, mate. Well, the other person that I recognised was the minister, dodgy business guy. He accepts the slides from that scientist and gives him his
one
visa,
who sits down.
His papers.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I know you, and I can't think where I know you from.
Who was he from?
He's in The Office, the UK Office.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen it.
I think it's Neil. I think the character's name is.
Oh, Neil.
But yeah, I completely agree. The casting, I really, really liked. I thought Barclay's child, Kirby, which I don't think they've explicitly said, but I'm kind of assuming they're never referred to as son or daughter. It's always child. So I'm assuming non-binary.
Yeah. It's that gay water.
It's that gay water.
That sent me, by the way.
I really like that gag.
Yeah, it was really fun. I was like, same.
Because it sounds like something I'd say to you.
That is exactly what went through my head as I heard it. I was like, wow, I've had this conversation before.
As a joke, everyone.
No, not as a joke. You need to get another fuck you.
Where was I going? Yes, the unit soldier. I don't know her name.
I can actually tell you. Sergeant Hannah,
thank you. Yeah. She,
really good.
I don't know. She had something about her. I don't know what it was.
You know what it is? It's that presence, that stage presence. She just has it.
Yeah.
And you just want to watch her. She could literally be cross stitching, and I'd be like, yeah, I'll sit and watch it.
She's got the
spark, hasn't she? The sparkle.
Yeah. She got the spark.
She got the sparkle.
Also, on a just side note, quite cute. So
we don't care.
Listen. You thirsted over David Tennant's hair for a solid 10 minutes one episode. I'm allowed to say that a unit soldier is quite easy on the eye.
Wow, you're such a man. Of course, that's the first thing you'll think of.
No, I was like, she's really good. Also, kind of fancy her a little bit. Next. No, my point was the shot where they hear the screams or the radio static, and it pans from Barclay.
Yeah.
As she sits up, and the camera moves on a 90-degree angle with her sitting up. I just thought that was a really nice little flourish.
Yeah.
Because you didn't have to do that.
No.
But it
adds to it. Yeah.
Some dynamism.
Dynamism?
Dynamic. It made it dynamic. So, yeah, and I thought there were loads of little touches like that, but that's one that stuck out to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been itching to discuss this.
Go on.
It's controversial.
Go on.
What do you think of Kate and Ibrahim? Because I've always been fine with it. Doesn't bother me. He's got mummy issues, clearly, and wants an older lady. And that's fine. You pop off, King. However, I've never cringed so much at trying to watch two people have chemistry where there's nothing there at all.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there must have been an intimacy coordinator.
Yeah.
But there's this one shot where he runs down her chest but doesn't go for her boob. So just takes his hand away, and then his hand's just hovering really awkwardly while he's pretending to really be sensual with her and touching her face and stuff, and she doesn't look interested at all because she's stressed over the homo aqua taking over the earth. And it just I was like, oh, this just does not feel.
I think that's what it was. I'm the same as you. I didn't really.
I don't care. Yeah.
Not in a I don't care about this. Why are you putting this in here?
No.
I just mean I'm nonplussed.
Yeah.
I'm not going, oh my god, I ship it.
Yeah.
But
equally I'm not like, I'm so against this.
Yeah, like
it exists. It's fine.
It exists. It's there. And I thought in the little hints that they've had to it previously, like
it's been fine.
Yeah, like when they've had like a little knowing look to each other, or other people have sort of had a look and been like, oh, they're banging.
Like it's sweet and it's like fine.
Yeah, and I think because this was like the most we've seen,
physical
sort of like
touch wise.
Explicitly showing it on screen that, oh no, they're a couple, or like they're seeing each other or whatever. But also because, like you said, I'm not really getting the chemistry.
I'm not getting chemistry, or it's not convincing me in any way.
And I don't think that's down to either of their performances or anything like that.
No, it's just not reading that way.
Yeah, and I don't think it helps that the scene in which we're introducing that element is, as she said, she stood there being stressed.
Yeah, and like all she can think
he's just... Yeah, she's like looking out the window, like being like, oh, I don't know if I'm doing this right. And a very stern, stoic, like military leader.
Yeah.
And he's coming along and he's just kissing her neck. And
I was like, come on, guys. Read the room.
Or even if they'd... Because the end of that scene is her being like, I'm so stressed. And he goes, oh, let me take your mind off it. And then they have a little smooch and it pans away. Like, George Michael's Careless Whisper starts playing. But I think if you'd had her maybe more receptive to
him kissing her and his, like touch.
Yeah, like the that sort of embrace.
Yeah.
But because she's just sort of stood there like still very stoically staring out the window like, oh God, my job, like what if and he's just like, okay, just moving in and
but he's not even like acknowledging anything that she's saying.
I don't think it's like a deliberate thing. I think it's just an overlooked thing, maybe in the direction of, okay, maybe we'll have her sort of even just like a little smile, or
just like I'm enjoying this at the same time.
But it feels very much like work. Should we shag? And she's like, yeah, go on then. Like, oh, okay, all right.
I don't know.
Sure.
Like, I'm still fine with them being in a relationship. But that one scene, I was like, you're trying to sell us this, and I'm not being sold right now.
Yeah, I think, I'm not sure. Let's see how it goes in later episodes, because there might be less stilted sort of...
Also, we already have Barclay call Salt beautiful. Salt has already said, you're my favourite human. We're getting a bang sequence, right?
Oh, yeah, the fuck me eyes between the two of them.
Uh-huh. Like, he's fucking a fish.
There is some tension there. That is palpable.
Like, they have chemistry.
Yeah, I think it's maybe the most damning indictment of the Kate and Ibrahim romance is the fact that I believe more in the chemistry and the sexual tension between Russell Tovey and Giggle and mbatha-raw painted blue with some fins on the side of her head from 100 feet away. Like, just making eye contact, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
Whereas him literally kissing her neck and like, I think that's interesting. But also, what did you think of that? What did you think of that kind of dynamic? Or Salt as a character in general, I guess, because we've not really spoken about her.
No, boss-ass bitch.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I really like her.
Just literally, I was sold from her first step and just standing there. I was like, oh my God. Yes. You're queen of the Homo Aquas.
Queen of the fish.
You're empress
Queen
of the
Homo.
fish. Yeah, you are Queen Homo.
Or King Homo.
No, okay, and it made me cry. And do you want to get into it? Okay. It made me cry because I felt really like connected to this. Seeing her request something just as a female looking presenting fish, but as a female, just as a
sorry, you adding fish to the end of that really caught me off guard.
Sorry. And having all of these corporate men standing up, shouting over her, not letting her get a word in edgeways, getting up, being aggressive, to try and intimidate. Multiple men getting up, moving forward. Again, more intimidation. Barclay being like, whoa, but they're dogs in here. And they're not going to lose out on their money. They're not going to save the earth for anyone because they've got money in their bank. Going at it. So she then had to change physically, become a male-looking, male-presenting fish, humanoid, shout to get them to stop talking, and they responded and shut up.
Yeah.
I was like, when I tell you, I just started crying because I was like, exactly. Like, this is on a bigger scale, but I get that every single day at my job. Where I work in a male-dominated field. So any information that I have, a man would rather hear it from another male than to hear it from me.
Yeah.
And I either get a, nice, you know what you're talking about, or I get a, oh, well, now I'm going to get defensive because you know more than me. So now I'm not going to listen to a word you say and request to speak to someone else.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
Or I just get shouted at in my face. Scream, like, just fully a man screaming into my face. I get that all of the time. So it was just really nice to have that visual on the screen. And I just cried my eyes out. I was like, exactly this. And then back to female presenting. And I was like, exactly. I mean, like, fish can change sexes anyway. Like, that biologically can happen.
Yeah.
So it's within the realm, but the fact that Pete wrote that in and made a point of that, I felt really touched and I was really, really happy with it. And I was like, yeah, I felt personally connected to that.
It's a really powerful moment, I think.
Yeah.
It did, not that I wasn't already invested in what I was watching, but it did kind of make me sit up and go, okay.
This is what I meant why they have something to say and they're going to be an apologetic about it, and that is Exhibit A. And I didn't see many people talk about it, and I was like, and I mean, like a lot of my Twitter is just men, so of course they're not going to talk about it.
No, but also I think that's a valid point. I think it maybe would go over some people's heads.
It did.
Because it wasn't immediately that I went, oh, she's done that to...
Yeah.
Like, it's only after when he's going, like, sit down, and she kind of returned, and I was like, oh, it wasn't, like, immediate, whereas I feel like it probably would have been for yourself.
Like, literally straight away.
Because you're seeing that what your lived experience just immediately on screen and being able to, relate to that.
Yeah.
Even if you're not a fish. But
can you see my gills?
Oh, put them away.
No, put your gills away. Jesus. No, but even like when they zoom in on her and you can see her breathing out of her gills. And her like little fishes.
Like the fins.
What are they called? Fins.
Fishes. Yeah, that'll do.
Even her fins. I couldn't think of the word, sorry. Even her fins responding and stuff when you can see when she's stressed and putting on a brave face and that's and being sort of strong.
Like, it's almost like nostrils flaring or something, or like kind of like stiffening your posture. Or,
and then when she's relaxing, her fins come down. And it's just like nice little moments like that I really appreciated.
Yeah. What do you think of the design for Salt's sort of subspecies?
I mean, like, okay. It could have gone the way the Silurians were designed, where I think...
As in, like, Nuhu Silurians?
Yeah, Nuhu. Compared to Classic, it could have gone, like, down the Nuhu Silurian route, which I wasn't, like, overly impressed with. I don't mind...
it's not my favourite.
Like, I don't mind this design. I think I would have done it differently and would have tried to keep a bit closer. I would have made them more human-esque. But I would have picked more from the original Sea Devil design, I think.
Yeah, I think it's a difficult
one to pitch, but I think she looks great. It's really weird because she walked onto my screen and I believed she was a fish.
There's something in the walking. how she sort of her pacing when she walks down onto the podium. I don't know. There's a weird sort of like jankiness, like, oh, I'm not used to using legs. I'm not used to walking in gravity. Like a bit of a Little
It's
Mermaid
like
kind of situation where she's
I
don't
know. I believe it.
But yeah, I'm not 100% on board with the design of it. But also, I think because they are going to go down the route of a sort of romance arc with those two, I think.
Yeah, but are you sacrificing a Doctor Who alien for the sake of romanticizing it?
Well, I think if they all looked like her, yes.
Yeah.
But the fact that we've got these other sort of branches of Homo Aqua, I'm all right with it.
Okay.
I think if they all looked, I'd feel a little bit like how you do about the Silurians.
Yeah.
For me, I can just see this and be like, oh, that's Giggle and mbatha-raw painted blue with some fins. But
I wish we had more like physical texture on her face. I've just pulled up a picture so that I can see it. Like,
right.
I want more like prosthetics. Like, make her look
so it doesn't
a bit,
just look like her face is cut.
Yeah, because it does look like she's just got like CGI 2-dimensional scales on her. Like they've kind of just got like, you know, like you do for Halloween when you get a pair of fishnet tights and you put blusher over them, and then
I do it all the time. You just do that on Halloween?
Sorry, that's my work attire.
That's Friday night where I'm
from. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It does look like they kind of just painted, like blushed on over some fishnets. Whereas I wish that we could have had like more scaly texture. But I guess then Barclay probably wouldn't want to give her a kiss. So.
Well, I don't know. You know.
And she's already. I don't know. I've never been put in that situation.
I can't say I've ever fancied a fish, but like.
No.
But like, Giggle and mbatha-raw is objectively gorgeous.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's going to take more than a bit of blue paint and some fins and a couple of scales to
make her unattractive.
Make her look horrible.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, fair. Okay.
Like, fair play, Barclay. Go for it, mate.
You go for it, mate.
You go for it.
Fish babies.
Yeah, I really like Salt as a character.
Yeah.
And I can immediately see why you'd get an actor of that caliber.
Yeah.
Because maybe that's another reason that they've kind of not put as much texture on the face, because you sort of don't want to hide, you know. I do think they could have gone a bit further with it.
Good prosthetics will make it, but she speaks with her posture and her eyes more so than her face. Yeah, anyway, but good prosthetics wouldn't hinder that.
Maybe that was part of the thinking, like behind it. I'm not saying that's right, because I don't think it would, you know, hinder her performance or anything like that. Because she's that good.
Giving me that.
No, but maybe that was the thinking of they're like, we've got Gugu, we don't want to, you know, restrict her, or we want to kind of let her do her thing, or and also maybe kind of show off the fact that we've got Gugu and mbatha-raw.
Yeah. I mean,
you know, whereas like Neve McIntosh and, you know, no disrespect to her, but like her star, like I don't think she's like a recognizable name as such, especially when we're talking like series 5 Silurian story. You're not going, oh, that's Neve McIntosh, as the, you know. So when you've got Giggle and mbatha-raw, who's obviously, you know, she's been in the MCU and like gone on and done like loads of great things. Maybe you're like, okay, let's kind of show that we've got her for this. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it makes it slightly easier sell for mainstream audiences as well.
I think the most criminal thing that they did was give her the bold cap that she's got, because every side shot I could not just stop looking at her bold cap.
You love a bold cap. You love a wig.
I do, but this is a poor one.
I don't know what the bald cap equivalent of like Wigdar is, but you've got it.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Are you telling me that you don't see the bold cap?
No, I don't think you. I think you have an eye for these kind of things.
Oh, thanks. Do you know what I thought also was cleverly done? I mean, I'm not privy to what happens in courthouse-looking rooms with politicians and all the rest of it.
Ambassadorial conferences.
Yeah,
and
all of that. But from what I would imagine it to be like, I think they got it pretty spot on.
It feels quite authentic, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think because of how well scripted they are, and their from their earpieces to the screens, it's inauthentic. They're skirting around the topic.
It's that classic like politician talk,
yeah.
Responding without answering the question.
Yeah, or go jump to paragraph 16 and whatever. Yes, obviously we're trying to deal with the pollution crisis and all of the rest of it.
It's a matter of utmost importance.
Yeah, all of the terminology that you listen to on a daily basis, and you're like, it's just them being, because
they've just got spin doctors behind them, or like feeding stuff into their ear, and they know how to regurgitate buzzwords and
absolutely
sound bites and stuff like that.
That made it feel so real. So then when Barclay speaks his own mind without any of that feels even more real as well. And you can connect to that deeper. I think it was really well done. Is what my point is.
And I think because we said briefly last night about, I don't think it's necessarily the most like complex or like nuanced discussion of the issue.
Yeah.
Like of the political issue that's at the heart of it, which is pollution.
Pollution, yeah.
It is, when you boil it down, it is very much pollution bad.
Yeah.
But that said, it's not an original message, but it doesn't need to be.
I was about to say it doesn't need to be, because it's current and it's happening now, and it's something that needs to be spoken about.
It doesn't feel like they're trying to go, oh, what's happening in the world right now? Pollution. Oh yeah, we'll do something about it. It feels like they've gone, this is fucked. Like. Yeah. I've got something to say about this.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I think that in itself, just doing that within this universe and a sort of sci-fi political thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's admirable, and I've got a lot of respect for him for doing it. It's maybe not the most subtle of ways of doing it, but again, I don't think it needs to be, because if you've got this story around it that's full of this nuance and good character and drama and stakes and all of this, you don't need to be like, oh, do we need to tweak this so it's a bit more original, because this has been said before? Yeah, it's been said before, but nobody's fucking listened.
Exactly, so we're going to say it again.
Is exactly what Barclay's saying.
Yeah.
Like, we all know that the planet has gone to shit.
Yeah.
And we all know that it needs fixing. And we all know the people and the corporations and the people that have any kind of sway in changing that.
Yeah.
And how they would go about that, and what they need to do and what they need to stop doing, and all of this. We know it. We know it. And you and I can't save the planet and stop climate change by recycling our plastic bowls.
Yeah.
Realistically, we're too far gone for that.
Yeah.
It's the massive corporations that are pumping oil into the sea and just landfill and
waste.
And I think this series sort of points at that. And yeah, it's got a sci-fi twist, because it's saying, we're killing and like harming this other species. But I think it does sort of hold a mirror up and go,
yeah, but they're just a reflection of the marine life.
Exactly, yeah. And also soon us. Well, not even soon, because we're already paying the price for what the generation before us did to the planet. But it doesn't feel soapboxy. It doesn't feel like the writers or the characters even though Barclay is literally stood at a podium speaking on behalf of the planet.
Yeah.
It feels like an authentic, sincere, him going, no, you're right, we've messed up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's down to how it's written, because it feels very human.
Yeah.
But also Russell Tovey's performance there.
He's playing it perfectly, isn't it? He's pitching it right.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said earlier, he is that quintessential sort of everyman.
Yeah.
But I think coming out of his mouth, rather than a politician or Kate Stewart or the Doctor,
yeah,
he's just a like air quotes ordinary bloke.
Yeah.
So it has that punch. And I'm sure people will say, you know, oh, Doctor Who's going political again and da 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 da.
He always has been. I mean, the original Sea Devils was political anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and
Doctor Who is,
I know people have said this. It's always been political.
Yeah,
always been political. Everything is political. Everything is informed by how we are historically, culturally, socially, economically affected, because it feeds into it in to whatever degree, you know. But this feels different to me to something like Orphan 55, which very much deals with the same subject matter of climate change and you know, or even Praxeus, which, you know, obviously deals with pollution and microplastics and stuff like that. I think Orphan 55 is definitely the more egregious of the two, whereas Praxeus, I think, maybe just doesn't really dive into it enough. It kind of goes, oh, this is a problem. Anyway, let's fight this sci-fi alien pathogen. Whereas Orphan 55 is very much like Jodie Whittaker basically staring down the barrel of the lens, being like, everyone, global warming is happening now, and we need to do something. But it's got nothing there. It's not saying anything.
Yeah.
Whereas this, I think, is really, it's got some bite.
Yeah.
And it's pointing at the people responsible.
Yeah.
And the people that have the power to change.
Yeah.
Which are the politicians and the business owners and the millionaires and the, you know, and basically putting them under fire, which is absolutely
putting a microscope on them,
you know,
and saying, come on. Yeah,
exactly. And I'm not saying, you know, this 5-part BBC miniseries is gonna change the world and all of a sudden we're gonna, you know, see BP be like, oh no, we will take responsibility.
But it creates a conversation, doesn't it?
Exactly. It kickstarts something.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think for people, especially the younger generation, you know, obviously this isn't aimed at kids.
But it's the kind of right ages, isn't it? And even Barclay says, like, the kids have got it right because they're talking about it and trying to do something, action it now.
Exactly, yeah. And I think even, like, sort of young teens, I think realistically this could have, like, a PG-13 sort of rating on it. There's not anything too graphic or too explicit.
Not yet.
In these first two, anyway. Not yet. But, you know, maybe this is a 13-year-old kid's first proper exposure to this is why we have pollution.
Yeah.
You know, which, and yeah, you could say the same for younger kids about Orphan 55 and Praxeus and stuff, and, you know, that it's a very sort of watered down, diluted version of that message and very broad strokes. So I do think it has merit in that sense, that if it's kind of delivering it. But I think this goes, here's the problem, and then does everything that it's doing. And this is just, we're not even halfway through yet.
No.
But I think just that, the imagery of all of that rubbish and all those plastics raining down.
It's the water scene.
Because I knew exactly where it was going.
As soon as she asked for the glass, I was like, okay.
That's again another really stark image. The same as her dropping the eggs on the floor.
Yeah.
And saying, "Oh, this is our gift to you
is my dead children."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, shit, man.
Yeah.
She didn't come to play.
No. And that's what I really, really respect about it.
Yeah.
They didn't come to play. But I really hope it keeps up with this pace and this tone.
It feels like it's got some punch.
Yeah.
And I'm genuinely, I said to you last night, who would have thought that I'd come out of the bloody Sea Devils unit spin-off
Yeah.
going, oh, I can't wait for next week.
Uh-huh.
Like, that's insane to me.
I was expecting to do that, but for a different reason. Because I love Sea Devils. I was expecting him to go in like, yay, I love Sea Devils. This is going to be so nostalgic, to crying and being like, this is one of the best pieces of television I've watched in a very long time.
Well, I think of the RTD2 era of stuff, this has got, I know it's very early days.
Yeah.
But this has got to be up there with some of the best of what we've had.
Yeah. I feel a bit robbed.
Yeah.
That we got what we wanted from Russell for 2 seasons in a spin-off.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is all we were asking for him to come with something to say and then put it in Doctor Who. Because that's what he did before.
And I think even more so just, I feel like I know that character.
Yeah.
I feel like I know who Barclay is.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like I understand
who
that
his
family dynamic.
is, and yeah.
I feel like I've got more of a read on Kate.
Yeah.
You know, like...
you know what? I really like the comedic route they've gone down anyway.
Mm.
Everything that Kate jokes about lands. When it's like, oh my God, please don't shoot me. And she's like, oh, I forgot my gun. Have you? No, of course I haven't. And you just see the gun in her. I was creasing. I was like, I love you. You're great.
I really liked that beat, yeah. I think there's loads of good in here.
Yeah.
There's loads of good. Obviously, we're 2 episodes in out of 5.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued to see where it goes.
Me too.
But it feels like it's got a good momentum.
Yeah.
There's loads of cool stuff to play here. Loads of really good characters. Loads of really good performances.
Mm-hmm.
So
we know it goes off the rails with Barclay, don't we? In just like some of the trailer scenes where he's like running and then there's like him in the water.
Oh, right. Sorry. I thought you meant like it was going to go like negatively.
No. We know that like something kicks off and starts a bit of a wider sci-fi story. I'm curious to see where that is.
My guess would be that, so this upcoming episode, we're going to see them go down into the Sea Devils world, the Homo Aqua world.
Yeah.
And there'll be a bit of a parlay there.
Mm-hmm.
Something will
kick
off, and the Sea Devil leaders and the leaders of the world will clash.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, Barclay and Salt end up going on the run.
Yeah.
And that's where they'll be able to kindle their romance.
I heard a bit of a wild fan theory.
Okay, how likely do you think it is to be true?
I don't know.
Because I don't
want
to be spoiled.
It. Yeah, I want to discuss. Okay, I won't now. Because I think it's plausible, so we won't discuss it.
Okay, we'll come back to it when we do the finale.
Okay.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Me too.
I'm really looking forward to the next ones.
Shall we read what other people thought?
Yeah, let's have a look. What did people say?
I got a lot of, for example, Jamie saying more of it, please. Ben saying so good. God, I hope people pay attention. John said it's the kind of mature, intelligent storytelling we deserve.
Yeah.
We've got Alexander who says 10 Sea Devils out of 10, I'd say. That's a
well,
callback.
Alexander has also commented on the other post.
Oh, perfect.
He said, incredible. I love the visuals, the fungi / corals rising from the waters, the diplomatic tunnel, and the pollution being returned to the land. This is a perfect Sea Devil story.
Yeah.
Nick said it's got the kind of grown-up tone I think Doctor Who needs today, yet still has elements of the fantastical and creepy. That reveal on the beach and the strung-up Sea Devil especially. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lorne Belf's score is superb. Yeah, I actually really liked the score. I thought it was really good. It's just a shame that someone I went to uni with happens to have worked with Lorne Belf in the past, and apparently he's not a very nice bloke. So, yeah, good music. Work on your being nice to people skills. Philip Hawkins, friend of the pod.
Yeah, good friend of the pod.
Very good friend of the pod. Said, I've only seen the first episode so far.
Well, I hope you had a good second episode. What?
Yeah. Very happy with episode 1. Great setup. Love the tone so far. Russell Tovey is great at fish out of water characters, and he does it amazingly here. Yep. He then went on to say, just realised my own fish out of water pun.
Oh yeah, I saw that afterwards. PJ Benny, they said that they loved it. Very reminiscent of Years and Years. I feel like the Splot reference was a little Torchwood nod too.
Yeah, that's true. It does. Yeah, it does feel very Years and Years. I think that's. I was trying to place it because I was like, I know people said, "Oh, the Children of Earth comparisons,"
Yeah.
and I think maybe in its sort of like its content, you know, that it's a sort of political ambassadorial parleys between two species and how the British government would react in real life and stuff like that. I think that's there, but tonally, yeah, I think it's more Years and Years because there are some more sort of lighter bits, and because I think Children of Earth is quite dour, it's quite grim, and Years and Years definitely has that bleakness to it, but I don't think it's as bleak as something like Children of Earth.
Yeah.
And I think it's got some more light-hearted bits in there that kind of balances the tone.
It has a lot more comedy, which I think it needs. Like Children of Earth didn't really need it because it was just bleak.
Yeah.
But it was like pretty well paced and balanced. Whereas this, I think you need those comedic elements, or else it will be too dark and too dry.
Yeah, I agree. I think it strikes a nice balance as well. It does. Even if there's a couple of points where I was like, oh, that joke didn't really work for me. It's not like, oh God, that was bad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Another one here from Jack Antrobus. Thoroughly enjoyed. Makes me think Doctor Who needs to resort to the serialised format if they can't get 8+ episodes, because I'm so engaged in all the elements of the war between. It's grounded with actual threat, and whilst not subtle with its messaging, incredibly effective.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
If they have to go down the 5-episode route, it has to be done like this.
Yeah, I think, you know, Flux kind of showed
that it's possible.
It's possible. Yeah, maybe it's something they just need to experiment with. Yeah, and kind of play about with. But I completely agree with you, Jack, where you were saying there about the messaging not necessarily being subtle, but it's really effective, and yeah, it lands. Yeah. It landed for me. And last one here from Vorish. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
Yeah, I read this one.
So the tweet was, what did you think of the first 2 episodes of The War Between Land and the Sea? Vorish says, nothing, because thanks to the split up of BBC and Disney+, the show will probably only stream in Germany sometime in 2026, if even.
That's really sad. I don't know how I could react if I went onto Twitter and I saw all of everyone going, oh my God, Doctor Who is back. Oh my God, that was some of the best 2 episodes of Doctor Who I've seen. I can't believe this isn't a spin-off. Oh my God, this is incredible. But you don't have access to it.
It's a bit of a kick in the teeth, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think the fact that a big selling point of this Disney era was it's everywhere internationally, and I think to then go back to this is out in the UK and then you'll get it sometime later everywhere else. Mm-hmm. That's gotta sting.
That's gotta hurt, yeah.
For international fans. But
I've got 2 more.
Go on.
I have one from Ada who says, I hate it, not because it was bad, rather I don't have the internet on my computer since Saturday, so I can't watch it, therefore I choose to hate it until I can, which I found very amusing reading earlier. And then
I hope you can watch it very soon.
Yeah, me too.
And let us know what you think when you get around to it.
Tell us your thoughts. So I saw this tweet, they didn't comment it under our podcast, but I saw it and wanted to read it out, because I thought, I bookmarked it, so I was like, okay. Gareth Clark said, the war between land and the sea is proof that Russell never lost the source. This feels just as strong as Torchwood's Children of Earth, and that's the biggest compliment.
Yeah. I think that's true. I think I'm interested to know the sort of behind the scenes reason why Doctor Who seasons 1 and 2 feel like they went in a very different direction to where this has gone. Yeah. And I don't just mean tonally or the sort of demographic that it's aiming for, and also it's quite nice to see that it has had quite a positive reception even from people that didn't enjoy seasons 1 and 2.
I've seen a lot of people who didn't enjoy seasons 1 and 2 at all really like these first 2 episodes.
Yeah, so I'm intrigued to see where it goes, but let us know your thoughts
down below.
Yeah, you can contact us. We've got the link tree down there, or if you want to drop us an email, that's at thesayswhopod@gmail.com. and we'll be talking about episodes 3 and 4 next week.
Oh, yeah.